Hey guys, welcome back. So we have a very interesting question from LeetCode this time. This is inspired from LeetCode question number 1412, and we have two tables here, that is students data and exams data. In students data we have been given student ID and student name, and exams data we have been given exam ID, student ID and score. We have to determine the students who took at least one exam and he or she did not score highest or lowest in any of these exams. Let us switch over to MySQL workbench. Here we are. So we have this code here for creating table. So this code will be available to you in the description below. You can copy it from there and follow along. So we have first line as drop table. It will drop any pre-existing table with name, students data and exams data. Okay, so we have executed it. The next line is about creating table. Students data, the first column is student ID, which is of integer type. Second column is student name, which is variable character of len 20, and then we have all these values. Okay, so I'll just run this. Right, let us see whether table has been created. I'll select everything. Right, so this table is created. Students data is working fine. Let us create another table with name exams data. We have first column as exam ID, which is of integer type. Second column as student ID, which is also of integer type. Third column is score, which is also of integer type. And then we have all these values. So I'll just run everything. Okay, let us select everything from exams data. Right, so so both the table works fine. Let us head over to solution. We have been given students name and ID in one table, and in second table we have been given student ID, exam ID and score. Clearly the student ID is common column in both this table. So first things first, we have to join this table, right? So I'll say select star from students data join exams. Maybe I just don't want to type all these long terms, so I'll call students data as S and exams data as E, and this will join on S dot student ID, and this will be equal to E dot student ID. Right, so let me select everything. Now let us create another column in which we'll have maximum score of this and also minimum score. Right, so I'll do that. We'll put maximum score and we'll put part over partition by. So because for each exam ID will have to have a maximum score, right? So we'll do partition by exam ID, e dot exam underscore ID, and right, maximum score. This will be I'll term this as max score column. Okay, let us also select minimum score. Okay, so I'll just copy everything and put minimum instead of maximum. Here we go. Right, if I run this, there we are. Right, so this works fine. Let us do one more thing. We don't require everything from this column because student ID is getting repeated. So what I'll do is I'll just select s dot student name, right, and e dot everything, right, that is e dot star. Let us go ahead and run this. Right, let us put this table in a CTE. right? And so this is city E1. Now that we have this city E1 table, what I'll do is I will just group by student ID, and then I will just filter out using having statement, and we'll take the case when either maximum score is there or minimum score is there, right? So both the our remember our question is we have to determine students who took at least one exam and didn't score highest or lowest. So okay, so we do not want highest or lowest marks, right? So I'll approach this problem. First things first, let us select from CTE1, select from CTE1, in which we are doing group by student ID, and then having some case when score is equal to maximum score, right? So we are putting this two column should be same, right? For example, Thomas, he has scored 1990, right? So either this can be one case, or we'll put score is equal to minimum score, right? If this is the case, then this should be 1, right? And else 0, right? And then we are going to put this sum is equal to 0, right? Now let us select everything for now, right? And I'll just go ahead and run this. Okay, so there's some error here. Okay, so we have to put CT1 as. Let us go ahead and run this now. Okay, so we have got this answer clearly. Let us go ahead and verify this since the table is very small, right? So we have first student is Erling and his student is 1151. So he has scored 70, which clearly is the lowest marks for exam ID 101. So third is Ram, his student ID is 1153, and 1153 scored 90 marks in exam 101. So clearly this is the highest. Thomas has student ID 54 scored 90 marks in exam ID 301, which is highest in 301. So next is Sanath, which who has student ID of 55, and 55 is not here because we have to consider students who took at least one exam, right? Saeed has student ID of 56, and 56 scored 70 marks in exam 201, which again is the lowest in exam 201. So here we are. This is the solution. I really like this problem, and this is a very good question for your interview preparation. I hope you really like this video. If you did, please press that like button and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.